Hello everyone, welcome to Worship Media. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell.
Hello everyone, today is the 29th of September, Sunday the 29th of September, and tomorrow Sowore is going to be arraigned in court in Abuja, and it is a very sad day for Nigeria. But you know, these guys have proved time without number that they are above the law. Good evening, Gatley Denizad. Good evening, Oshoks. Oshoks, I think I saw a notification from you. I've not been able to open it. I'm just trying to do this video quickly before going in for the meeting. Happy Sunday, Destiny Uno. Like I was saying, it's such a very sad day because they finally are playing their script, and that's why I know that tomorrow they're going to enter stage 2 in what they have planned. For some of us, we are not surprised. We've said that a couple of times, but it is just important that we keep on reminding you guys. Now let me address an issue. Sorry, I can't take any calls now. Anybody who's calling me, please, I can't take any calls. So in my last video where I said it's time to move on, a lot of you kept on sending me messages, and in recent times that is a broadcast where I've gotten the most number of thumbs down. Okay, because I said moved on, a lot of you were saying, brother Chidi, what's going on? Why are you abandoning Sowore? Why are you saying we should stop talking about Sowore? Why are you saying we should stop praying? And you know why it made me sad is because I know that things have continued to change in Nigeria. As it's scary, the our level of intellect in Nigeria is seen to have fallen. The way people perceive our level of perception, the way we perceive things in Nigeria, the level has fallen so much. Our educational level has fallen. When you see people analyze situations on the street, you know, all of those videos where they go in the street and they ask people questions, when you see the kind of answers that people give, you just pity our country. And so I found it very, very funny that I will do a video and people will not understand my line of thought. So let me clearly say that when I said let us move on in that video, what I meant was that it is no longer time for us to just keep talking about Omoyele Sowore, because Omoyele Sowore himself will not want us to just keep talking about him. I think people are making this whole struggle just about Omoyele Sowore. Omoyele Sowore is one individual. He is one person, and he is one person who has made up, he has chosen his path in life. What he is going through is not a surprise to him. He has already sacrificed his life for this struggle. He has already determined to fight for the freedom of the common man. And so for you to make it just about him does not make somebody like him feel good, because that is a complete loss for him. If this whole struggle were to be about only Omoyele Sowore, then we would all go home. Because do you think he is struggling to get a better job from the government? Do you think he is struggling to increase his business? His business is worth $10 million. Go and Google it online. Sahara Reporter's net worth is $10 million. Do you think he will get it from the Nigerian government? So the struggle is not about him. Have you seen his wife? His wife is a professor in a university in America. His wife is not just anybody off the street. It's not a slave queen mama. His wife is learned. His wife is an American citizen, is recognized an American citizen. Is going to go and check out his wife. His kids are doing well. They are in schools in America. They get everything that an American citizen gets. So the struggle is not about Omoyele Sowore. So when we are saying free Sowore, we realize that some of you just think, okay, if they free Sowore, the struggle ends. No. So I am taking time to explain to you that when I say it's time to move on, I mean that it is time for us to move on into bigger things. The reason is because the federal government, they just, when you talk about, let me tell you how they operate. When I say that the road from Enugu to Onitsha is bad, what the government will do is they will go after me. They will go and dig things about me. And they will say that when Chidi was in secondary school, he had a girlfriend. And then the girlfriend got pregnant. And then they went and removed it. And see the certificate that they used to go to the doctor. See the love letter that they will go and bring some useless things. When Chidi was growing up, he stole something. And they flogged him when he was in primary 3. And they asked him, did you steal it? And he said, no, I didn't steal the meat. Look at the picture of Chidi. That is, they will go and start digging some useless things about you because I said that the road from Enugu to Onitsha is bad. He says he's a pastor. I see him dancing now. This one. Other governments will quickly put somebody on the Enugu Onitsha road and begin to repair it immediately. And immediately they do that, they will carry pressmen and go to that place so that next day, if I come to talk about Enugu Onitsha road, they will bring out their video about what is going on that road. And people will say, actually, keep quiet now. Maybe you said the government is not working, but see, the government is working. But these people, so when we started talking about Omoyele Sowore, when they locked him up, and they thought that we'll keep quiet, and we started saying free Sowore, they went and started digging up stories. Are you surprised that all over the place, what you hear now is, hey, Omoyele Sowore and Jonathan. Omoyele Sowore did this to Jonathan. Omoyele Sowore was the one that put Buhari in power. That is all, just they come after the character of Omoyele Sowore. They try to deflect the conversation. They try to change the narrative. So that's why we must move our discussion away from free Omoyele Sowore. Let us begin to say free Nigerians. Let us begin to show them the schools where our children go to school. If you guys can go around in every every village, those mud thatched houses that our students are going to school in, if you can take those pictures and post them up, let the government begin to attack those things. That's what I want. The same way they're attacking Sowore's character, let us post pictures of the bad roads. Let's see what they will say about it. Let them attack, let them say, it's a lie, oh, that road is built, and let somebody else take the pictures of those. Let us send pictures of hostels, university hostels. Let us show university graduates pooing outside around their classrooms, pooing inside abandoned houses, abandoned project inside the university compound. Let us take, yes, it is horrible. We will try to blow some of them. But go and take a picture of a toilet in the university in Nigeria. Take a picture of the toilet and see that it is just me talking about if you're eating and even eat. If they show you the picture of a toilet in a university school, let's take those pictures and post them. And let us say, free Nigerian students, free Nigerian children. Take a picture of a hospital ward. Don't go and take a picture of one. Even take a picture of, yes, go and take the picture of the beautiful, maybe National Hospital. Take a picture of National Hospital. Put one picture up. We will also take a picture of other hospitals. I remember my friend was saying, Chidi, why are you posting this picture? There, don't you see, this picture was not taken in Nigeria. It is a picture that was taken in another place. I said, I'm sorry, there was a time we published that kind of thing and we realized that it was not true. And I said, oh, I'm sorry. This picture is actually not taken in Nigeria. And then I now went and brought the pictures of the hospitals in Nigeria. And when I posted it, I said, sorry, I made a mistake. These ones are the pictures from Nigeria. He didn't reply to that picture. He just shut up. So that I mean by we shifting our focus still on Omoyele Sowore, but let's make it zoom out more and see that there is a bigger problem more than Omoyele Sowore. We already know what they are going to do. They just want a judge to put the see. They have already condemned Omoyele Sowore. That's why I don't want us to play like we don't know what they're doing. They have already condemned him. They have already passed the judgment on him. The judgment on Omoyele Sowore is guilty as charged. They will give him, please guys, stop calling me. Please, just stop calling me. When I say they have given Omoyele Sowore life imprisonment, I don't want you to come and start telling me, stop saying that. You're a Christian, just stop saying that. What you say with your mouth. Didn't I tell you that they will not want to release him? Is it not what happened? So when I say these things, I say them out of a conviction based on who these people are. Now you have seen that the reason they were holding him was so that they can quickly bring him to court. And when they come to court, they will refuse him bail. Then they will now take him and lock him in the prison after he goes to court. You watch what will happen tomorrow. And then they will now throw the day in court to 20 days or 2 months later. You watch what they are going to do now. They are not afraid of anybody. And we don't have any confidence in the judicial system. You cannot have a problem now and be hoping to go and hire a lawyer for the lawyer to help you. Because the power that the lawyer has been taken away from the lawyer. So we are doomed, completely doomed. I don't think that we should be. I think what we should do on Tuesday is we should occupy October. The whole of October, we should embark on Occupy October. Let us find a way to use civil disobedience to prove to the government that we are fed up with what is going on. The news of them arraigning Omoyele Sowore tomorrow is just, okay. There's something that Oshok wrote here. I said Nigerian journalist and activist Chuda Onoma arrested by DSS, a government critic and columnist of Sahara Reporters and Premium Times, was picked up on his return from Spain today, where he recently completed his PhD. You see what we're saying? They picked up Chido Onoma by SSS. I tell people, we know what people, they don't want you to talk. So what kind of government do you think we have in Nigeria? And what pisses me off is that some people that belong to this generation, people of my generation, will be defending the government, will be defending their actions, will be turning against us. Can you imagine? People of my generation will actually be condemning our action and be saying what we should do is party and celebrate and celebrate what are we even celebrating about October 1st? What independence are you celebrating? Independence from what? Freedom from what? You're free from criminal attacks. You're free from kidnappings. Maybe because they've not kidnapped you. You're free from government intimidation. What are you free from? You're free from constant no electricity. You're free from no water. What are you exactly free from? I need someone to show me what we should celebrate. We are not serious. I don't even want to talk. The other day I said I'll not be bashing young people. But when I just see them blabbing up and down about Thatcher this, Thatcher that, it just pisses me off. I said, these are the same people that we are breaking our head for. The thing that is trending for them is Thatcher, Thatcher, Thatcher. That's what they care about. Then why would you bother now? Why would you bother to be killing yourself about them? But you see, for the sake of those youths that I know very well where their heart is, for the sake of those youth who have continuously kept the faith, for the sake of those youth whom I have worked with when I came to even campaign for governorship, those are those people that inspire us to continue doing what we're doing. When I remember that those youths are in Nigeria, when I remember that those youths are working hard, they have a future that they are hoping to come to in Nigeria, they are the ones that inspire us. Not those of you who just waste your time, waste your future, just don't even have any, we call them NFAs. NFAs, no future ambition. Some people have resigned themselves to hope. They have said, there is no more hope for me. So let me just eat, let me party and die. So that's why you see them, they no longer want to talk about government. They don't want to talk about the situation they are facing. They are just living their life. They are existing. They are not living. Those ones that are existing, when you see them make comments online about what is happening, you don't even, you just say, this thing, they say, shift, let me fall. I'm telling you. So, tomorrow, as Sowore is arraigned in court by the government, I want the government to know that we all will be witnessing. We are all witnessing. As they call their witnesses, I'm not sure when they arraign him tomorrow, it will not be a time for them to call witnesses. It will just be a time for them to read out their charges and then tell him what they think he did. And I think there will now be another date when the case will be argued. But as they prepare their witnesses, I need them to know, I need DSS to know that all of us are witnesses. We have seen what you're doing. Heaven is witnessing against you. The whole world, everything, all the creatures that God has made, the media, everything, small children, my young children that are 9 and 7, they are witnesses against you because they know. My kids, they know, they follow what is happening. They say, Daddy, why is the government doing this? What a shame. My children that see Nigeria as their home, they are disillusioned about Nigeria. They know exactly what you people are doing. kidnapping everybody, arresting everybody. You are shutting us up for criticizing you, not for telling lies against you. I've not seen you say this person was arrested for telling a lie against the government, but you're saying, don't talk about what we're doing. Don't talk about what we're doing. Don't say it. It's not, you have not said it's a lie, but you have said we don't have a right to talk about it. We are not authorized to talk about it. We should just keep quiet about what you are doing. But heaven is watching. We are watching. We are all witnessing, and we'll see at the end who will win. It is not about winning the battle, but it's about winning the war. A lot of people have fought this battle, but they lost. The likes of Abacha, the likes of Babangida, so many have held on to power. Even Yaradua, when they should have just given up, they kept on propping the man. And think what this is one of the things that killed him. Instead of announcing his situation, letting him step down from power so that he can go and treat himself, they continue to push him. They continue to pump him with steroids so that he would just stand with his eyes open like he was alive. I remember those days when he would be delivering speeches and yet the man was dying on the inside. Why not just keep him in a hospital and let them take care of him? I know how many times they warned him to stop. They should bring him in for treatment, but they kept on pushing this man. The same thing is happening with Buhari, if he is still alive. If he's not as dead like Nnamdi Kanu says. Because when there's so much magic going on now. When you see somebody who was at the point of death, I'm not saying miracles don't happen, but somebody who was at the point of death, all of a sudden now, you see him agile all over the place. Or you see somebody who is supposed to be using their brains, but when he is in a place where people are going to ask you questions for you to answer, he is reading a manuscript. We know something is wrong. Just like we knew something was wrong during Yaradua. It's just a matter of time. I don't know why people don't learn. People don't learn. It's amazing. You cannot win this war. You cannot. You cannot win God. I'm telling you, we are in the majority. God is with us against you. And it's just a matter of time. It gives you a long rope to hang yourself, and you guys will hang yourself by yourself. And we will be here to tell the story. Just like we are here to tell the story of Abacha. We are here. IBB is there. IBB can't even walk anymore. And he is watching what is happening. That is the same way we will be here to tell your story. We're not surprised. We already know the outcome of tomorrow's court case. When Justice Taiwo, when you went to him and you asked for 90 days, he didn't give you 90 days. You on your own, is that how the laws of Nigeria, you just go and say, we want you to hold somebody for 90 days while we are thinking of what to do. That 90 days will maybe be close to December, then court will go in recession or holiday, then the next one will be January. That's how you just 90 days. Just like that. From 3rd of August, 90 days, 3 months. 3rd of August, 3rd of September will be 1 month. 3rd of October will be 2 months. 3rd of November will be 3 months. That's how you wanted 90 days. He reduced it to 45 days. You people did not find anything. You found something. You felt slighted that he refused. But you managed the 45 days. But that's when you were not happy with him anymore. My question is to lawyers, if it is possible that the government can just choose a judge and then what hope do we have in the judiciary? What hope? When he gave you 45 days, you didn't find anything wrong. Now when he has said release the man, he is your enemy. He has to be punished. And you now take the case and you give to another person who is willing. I don't know why you always find Igbo people to do your dirty jobs. Then you come and use it to spoil our names. All the people you listed that will testify against Omoyele Sowore, you carefully went and picked people who are Igbo people. Now you are going to pick people who are Igbo people to a judge who is a former somebody to come and be the one that will try the. You just keep on creating confusion. You just keep on, pitching us against ourselves so that people will say, it's Igbo people this, Igbo people that, and begin to hate Igbo people. Thank God I'm an Igbo man. Thank God thank God. Sometimes I say, if I was just, I don't like to talk tribalistic, but I don't like to shy away from controversy or speaking the truth. If I was a Yoruba person, if it was only Yoruba people that were talking about Sowore, you say, it's only Yoruba people, now it's a tribal thing. Thank God I'm an unadulterated, unapologetic Igbo man to the core, who loves Biafra, who is a friend of Nnamdi Kanu, who is a friend of IPOB. Thank God that is who I am. So that when I'm talking about Omoyele Sowore and supporting him, you know that yes, he has Igbo people behind him. And so all your convoluted and manipulated contortions and gymnastics that you do will not deter any of us. It will not even impress us because we are thousands of miles ahead of you. Okay? So when you go to court tomorrow and you think that it's only you there, no, we are there in spirit with Omoyele Sowore. I don't even think you will bring him to court. But let us see what happens. And like I promised you, I will be here in front of this same program to talk about how we defeated you, how all of us defeated you. We will continue to rise until one day we will rise up against you and you will understand that the power belongs to the people and that God is with his people. Please keep praying for Omoyele Sowore. Keep praying for his family. Keep praying for his safety, because I don't trust these guys. They can just slip something to him. One person who is his enthusiasm can lead him to go and do something. Yes, we know that we take the food to him, but they can find another means. They can tear gas him. They can shoot him with an injection. They can do something. They can even come and shoot him and say that some story happened. Then the person, they can do anything. They can. So let us not take it for granted that these guys are capable of anything. They are desperate, and that one is what I know very well. They are capable. They want to kill him. If they can just kill him so that he will stop talking, so that they will end any matter about him. They have killed so many people. It's not a new thing to them. Okay? I'll see you guys tomorrow, right? Thank you. Bye-bye.